What's good? Bo back at you with another video. Today we're going to be discussing the first encounter of the raid, Heroic Shriekwing. This is on the Shadowlands beta, so keep in mind this is subject to change before the actual release. As the first boss of the raid, there are not that many mechanics, but let's get into it. This is a two-phase encounter. As far as positioning goes, she cleaves, so tanks need to face her away from the raid. Tanks will also get bitten, applying Exsanguinated. This is a nasty bleed that reduces healing taken by 10% and stacks. At first, we were getting 10 stacks, but they changed it to 4 stacks mid-testing, so I assume that's how it will probably be when it does hit live. Because at 10 stacks, we were basically unhealable, and that made no sense for it to start out like that. Periodically, she will do Ear-Splitting Shriek. This is a raid-wide ability that does massive damage. After the Shriek is over, everyone will get a stack of Exsanguinate and drop a red pool of Sanguine Ichor at their current location. You can reduce its damage by 75% by simply line of sighting it with the various pillars in the center of the room, or by the walls in the top and bottom parts of the room. It is important to line of sight this as well to manage the pools you will drop after it's over. Standing in the red pools will inflict damage, however they will clear a stack of Exsanguinated every second you are in it. This is big for tanks as we can accumulate many stacks throughout the fight. Tanks just want to make sure that you're managing that appropriately. We were basically tank swapping after 2 bites. When the Shriek happened, one of our tanks would stay out and eat the damage to drop a nearby pool they could use, allowing them to drop stacks easily without needing to go by the DPS pool. This also helps to not accidentally cleave the raid if one of the tanks does try to loss or Shriek. She will also do another ability called Dark Descent. Here she will fly into the air and fall on a target, dealing damage to anyone within the impact. This looks like a red circle around the target. Getting hit will apply 2 stacks of Exsanguinated and leave behind a red pool at any of the hit target's locations. Last thing to look out for in this phase is called Echo Screech. Shriekwing will send out reverberations in either a clock or counterclockwise manner that stun players who come into contact with them. You can see where they will project out from depending upon the direction she is facing. These reverberations bounce off the walls in different directions and can have a weird projectile path. Just try to dodge them as best you can. We tried tanking her by the northern wall to have the reverberations immediately bounce off the wall and go in a different direction. This allowed the range to easily dodge them and also turned out to be a great place to drop Ichors by the curved edges of the wall. It was nice to keep the center and pillars clear of Ichors for the next phase, where you could definitely need the extra space. Once Shriekwing hits 100 energy, she will become Blood Gorge and fly to the center of the room and go into the next phase. Here she is going to take 99% reduced damage and do 20% more damage. During this phase, she will try to locate you with her Shriek and reverberations. Being in line of sight while she casts her Sonar Shriek will fear you. But what makes this phase deadly is the constant reverberations also happening throughout. Reverberations also stun and can make it difficult to loss her when she does her Shriek. Getting hit by either ability will cause her to descend upon you, creating another impact zone and dealing damage to anyone caught in it. She's also going to get a big red circle around her. You do not want to be near this circle, because if you do happen to enter it, you will get punted across the room and instantly die. After this phase ends, it's a repeat of phase 1, and you just rinse and repeat. That covers the first boss of this raid. It's pretty straightforward. Dodge reverbs, loss where applicable, and manage Exsanguinated. Let me know what you think of this fight in the comments down below. Be sure to hit that like button if you did like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here for more content. But until next time, dudes, peace.